was the first concert that I'd ever been to. My father took me to Madison Square Garden to see them, and it changed everything. The universe was a different place the next day. I was completely blown away by the music, the talent, the whole experience. And here I am in the studio. I've written a song for Michael, and he's standing there telling me to, you know, to be very hard on him. I want to do this exactly the way you see it. So stop me every time it's not the way you want it, and so forth. And we're just getting into it, and we're working together, and we ended up spending, you know, a week together in the studio, and it was just unbelievable.
There is no question that Michael Jackson was one of the greatest talents the world has ever known. That when he sang a song at the ripe old age of 8, he could make you feel like an experienced adult was squeezing your heart with his words. That the way he moved had the elegance of Fred Astaire and packed the punch of Muhammad Ali. That his music had an extra layer of inexplicable magic that didn't just make you want to dance, but actually made you believe that you could fly, dare to dream, be anything that you wanted to be. Because that is what heroes do, and Michael Jackson was a hero. He performed in soccer stadiums around the world. He sold hundreds of millions of records. He dined with prime ministers and presidents. Girls fell in love with him. Boys fell in love with him. Everyone wanted to dance like him. He seemed otherworldly, but he was also a human being.
So nice, man. You be around him and you just get happy, man. He would give you anything if you liked something. Like I was just complimenting a flat screen TV he had, and he gave it to me. I was like, I didn't want the TV. But then the black came out of me. I started liking everything after that. I said, Mike, I like that Rolls Royce. That's a bad Rolls Royce. Not the old one, the new Rolls Royce, right? He was like, you like it, Chris? I said, yeah, I like it. I said, you sure you like it? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, well, you better go buy one, because I ain't giving you no I gave you a TV. Damn.
You know, one time I said, you know, I was sitting there, we were in his office. I said, Mike, you know, I gotta pass gas. He said, what? He said, what? I said, Mike, I gotta fart. He said, you gotta what? I said, I have to fart. He said, well, go ahead then. I went, he went, ah! And then, hold on, but this is when it gets funny. I love it, but this is when it gets funny. So he gets on the phone, right? I said, oh man, I would love some ice cream. He says, really? He says, okay, hold on a second. Hello? Yes. Hey, guess what LL did? Ordered some ice cream. Yo, Mike was a trip. Oh, yo, let me tell you something. Working with Michael was like the most amazing part of my life. I respect him so much, love him so much.
Like most performers, he was shy and plagued with insecurities. I can't say we were great friends, but in 1991 I decided I wanted to try and get to know him better. I asked him out to dinner. I said, my treat, I'll drive, just you and me. He agreed and showed up to my house without any bodyguards. We drove to the restaurant in my car. It was dark out, but he was still wearing sunglasses. I said, Michael, I feel like I'm talking to a limousine. Do you think you could take off those glasses so I can see your eyes? He paused for a moment, then he tossed the glasses out the window, looked at me with a wink and a smile and said, can you see me now? Is that better? In that moment, I could see both his vulnerability and his charm. The rest of the dinner, I was hell-bent on getting him to eat French fries, drink wine, have dessert, and say bad words. Things he never seemed to allow himself to do. Later, we went back to my house to watch a movie, and we sat on the couch like two kids. And somewhere in the middle of the film, his hand snuck over and held mine. It felt like he was looking for a friend more than a romance, and I was happy to oblige him. And in that moment, he didn't feel like a superstar. He felt like a human being.